This is Cary with Wicked Signal, and this video analysis on Bank of America Corporation was recorded on Monday, January 4th, 2021. If you're not familiar with Bank of America, and I'm sure you are, it is an American multinational investment bank and financial services holding company headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you need to investigate more of Bank of America, I'll just leave you be to that. But I'm going to jump into the analysis. Before I actually do so, once again, just want to remind you to tell your investor or trading friends to go to wickedsignal.com. Click on the free subscription link at the top. First name, last name, email address. If you fill that out, you or they will receive an email each and every time a new video analysis is ready for viewing. I won't load your inbox with marketing offers, and I will not share your personal information with anyone outside of the organization. Into Bank of America. This is a video. There's not a fresh signal here. There was one a few weeks ago. Regrets on not having posted it sooner, but nonetheless, I think this will be valuable analysis for bottom picking and upward price projection over the weeks ahead, because there is a fresh, what I'd call a near-term buy signal, and by near term, the next several months out. This is a chart of Bank of America. It goes back over 30 years. And if I, show you the next chart, you can see kind of the extremes of the last 20 years. Anyway, you have a 55.08 all-time high that was posted in 2006. You had the banking crisis low in 2009 at $2.53. Excuse me. And then in 2019, they posted a pullback high off that 2009 low of 35.72, and then we have the COVID low of 17.95 in April of this year, 2020. And last trade is in the 29.98 region. This is Monday morning, January 4th. So let's take a look. I'm going to zoom in and open the chart up to just the last few years. You can see that here, and I'm actually going to do it once again and open it up to the last couple of years so you can see, what I'm looking at. And what, you can see here in June, we had a high of 29.01. The market closed above it about a month and a half ago without very little fanfare at the time. We actually backed off and closed below it for a couple of weeks, and now we're clearly above the June high. And the June high is not significant. I'm just using it as sort of a landmark, if you will. The true support, in my opinion, is this channel structure that we did settle above geez, what was it? When was it? When was that? That was not long ago. And so this is our support area. 28.71 the week of January 4th, rises to 28.89 the week of February 1st. It is good bottom picking territory, above which I'm expecting higher trade, into later Q1 and Q2. This is an area that actually can contain selling. We'll just call it right now this week, 28.71 to 29.01. And then by February 1st, it's 28.89 to 29.01. I'm just using 29.01 as sort of the beginning of a zone. But the true support, 28.77, 28.89, that formation rising, I'm giving it to you as usual, 4 weeks apart. You can subtract those numbers out, divide by 4, and you'll have the location of that channel top each and every week in between. It is an area, as I say, that can contain selling through the first quarter, and above which I'm expecting the 34.15 channel top. And that's this week, January 4th. And by the first week of February, it's at 34.82. I don't know if we'll actually reach it over the next 4 weeks. I have my doubts, as you can see. This could take every bit of 2 to 3 months. And if you take a look and you open this chart up and we go back over 10 years to the 2009 low, you can see that in the months ahead, this ascending channel top that I just told you is at 34.82 the first week of February, will coincide this summer with a much longer term channel top at 37.94 in February, rises at 38.50 in July. And by the way, in July, that more steeply ascending channel top at 34.82 will merge. So this could be sort of this is a significant zone of resistance. I almost feel a little silly telling you about it because we are so far off the market right now. But if we do get a decent rally, and I'm expecting as much above that 28 area support, that this we could actually reach into the upper 30s as we continue into June, July, and that area, by the way, would be a fabulous zone to not only liquidate, take profits, but also play the short game, perhaps selling calls, buying puts, so forth and so on. And so that's that. We're still in the midst of a buy signal. It's pretty new, 4 weeks ago or so, 5, 6 weeks ago, and remains firmly intact above 28.71 to 28.89. If we close back below that 28.71 formation, the market has indicated it's not interested in continuing on up into the mid to upper 30s over the coming months, and in fact should fall south into a zone of support that I'm giving you for the first week of February, because I think it would take at least that long to get down there, but it is in what I would say is at the low 20s, mid 20s, mid 20s. 23.83 is a new channel bottom. If the present highs hold and we violate that 28.81 area on the downside that I showed you a moment ago, this area that I'm showing you here would become an objective. And I'm going to say it would take anywhere from 1 to 3 months, depending on volatility or what's happening in the market overall. So this would put us into late Q1, early Q2, where we could actually test 23.83 to 24.56 in this zone of support, able to absorb quarterly selling pressures if or when tested. But we are not there right now. I'm not expecting these levels. I'm going to leave you with this image. In other words, holding above the 28.71 formation, and I gave you that level also into early February in a previous slide, holding above this zone maintains a mid-30s objective, which is rising into the upper 30s, as I showed you a moment ago. That 38.50 area is where this channel top ends up in July, and also then coincides with a much longer, incorporates over a decade of trade. I think that's all I'm going to leave you with here for this particular Wicked Signal video on Bank of America.